Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the weekly sip. What what coffees do y'all have today? I've got myself a mocha. Oh, it's good. A little bit too sweet for me, but still pretty good. If you watched my stream yesterday, you'll know that I was quite sick. I'm feeling better, but not 100%. That's the main reason I didn't do I didn't take the time to set up the fan art section trick. I know you were saying that before the show started. I didn't set up the fan art section because I rolled out of bed, still not feeling 100%. $2 from Stug right out the gate. Thank you. Happy EFAP versary. I got invited onto EFAP. I sound worse. Maybe I'm just tired. Um, I got invited onto the EFAP versary actually, but I don't know if I'll be able to go. Maybe. Hold on. Actually, I'll go. The EFAP crew have been wondering if you're coming on. Fuck. How long are they going? I thought they did. I thought they were doing it yesterday. Yeah, I'm messaging Waller right now. See, I thought EFAP was yesterday. Was there a Minecraft censorship situation? It's a 72-hour stream. It's a 24-hour stream. Okay. Oh, I know I haven't done a fan art segment recently. I haven't done the Minecraft server. I've barely managed to do videos. Fuck. I feel like after Kenobi, I took a vacation, and I haven't been able to stop taking the vacation. Only kinda. Whenever I go back to my hometown to visit my parents, I always come out of that in a funk because all the people are gone, all the businesses are closed up and boarded up. There's a lot more drugs back there. It just doesn't feel good going home. And whenever I went home for a couple days this week, and I came back just feeling like shit again. I mean, I got to do it. My parents need help with stuff, right? But whenever I come back, I'm just like, I need to like just sit around and play video games. I don't feel so depressed anymore. Rosa, hey. Hey, Rosa. What's up? Rosa, I heard that you and all your friends are changing names or something. Something going on with your VTuber company. What's the scoop there? Talk about them. I still don't know what the Minecraft censorship situation is, though. They banned the word Japan in Minecraft. Why the fuck would you ban the word Japan? Hey, Odin. How's it going, man? Since you like Yuri, I do like Yuri. Who the fuck doesn't like Yuri? Haven't heard of that one, though. Whispered words. Looks like a Yuri, though, looking it up. Okay, so yeah, I've had like a fucking shitty couple weeks, guys. Oh, fuck. But yeah, so one was the trip back to my hometown. That always puts me in a funk, and it always puts me in a bad mood, and I gotta like roll. I have to roll out of bed. I'm trying to. I think I'm finally ready to get back to work. It's like basically I spent 2 days there, and I needed to just sit around and play 2 days of Civilization. Civ 5, Civ 6 sucks. I played some Civ 5, and I was like, okay, I feel better now. Just because my old hometown, like everyone's left. People who did come back, they're kind of like shells of their former selves. People who stayed there, they're all hooked on meth. Just not a good town. TLDR, I resigned, everyone resigned, old company died, I joined a new company, the girls went indie. Oh, okay. Cool. Are you all still friends? Are you all still keeping the same, like, designs? Local Raven for $5. Thank you. I get well super chat. We feel better. Also, watched Utena again after you mentioned it recently. Good stuff. Utena's great. Utena's great. But yeah, like, so there was that situation with going home. Then there was the sickness situation. The day before I went back to my hometown, Naomi got sick, and we almost didn't go because she was pretty bad for a while, but she got better. And then, like, the day that I came home, I started getting sick. And I like, oh, they're restarting? I like Viri, though. The deer girl. That's too bad. But yeah, like, I got sick after the trip, and I'm pretty sure I got what Naomi had. And that's like, I'm now on the tail end of it. Yesterday was terrible. Like, I did that stream yesterday. I had to do it because the Splatoon demo was only one day. So I had to, like, roll out of bed and be like, fuck, I gotta do it. So I did it, but I was sick as a dog yesterday. Fuck. But I'm starting to feel better. I think I'll be better over the course of today, by tomorrow, definitely. So that sucked. Kenobi kind of took the wind out of my production sails, you know? I found it slightly hard to get back into the groove of making daily videos again after Kenobi because it was like such a big disruption. I think I need more money, and I need the ability to hire, like, more than just Dave if I'm going to do a big video like that again. I know I'm whinging. This is the whinging stream. Fuck you. And also no no Tubcast this week because Lilith had to put her cat down. R.I.P. Feel better now? I'm not bitter at all. I'm actually not bitter. I'm just describing what's happening and why I've been a bit slack in the past couple of weeks. I'm not bitter. It's just, it is what it is. My wife's boyfriend loves that Kenobi program. Kenobi's back on the channel. It's back now. Oh, is Cass Voxana her new name? Is that her new thing? It's too bad. I really liked her design. The deer girl design was great. Let's see if I can find her. Wow, I can't find her at all. Google searching that brings up nothing. Oh. Okay, hold on. Yep, I can't even find anyone by that name. Shit. I'm kind of falling apart on the stream, yeah. So yeah, Lilith had to put her cat down. No, it's not Lilith getting put down, you fuck. Her cat. So but here's the thing. We're going to be doing a bonus Tubcast this Thursday anyway. We're going to have Arch and Kibbs on the Tubcast on Thursday. Also, that's another thing, Rosa. I can check that Twitter account if you want, but I got banned from Twitter yesterday. R.I.P. So I will have to come back and get another Twitter account at some point. But that means getting a new phone number, and fuck Twitter, dude. Yep, banned again from Twitter. I was arguing with some dumb commie, and we were talking about hypotheticals regarding when violence was acceptable, and Twitter took that to mean that it was actually a threat of violence and immediately permabanned me. And I can't even appeal it. I can't even appeal it, guys. Okay. So for example, here, maybe I can show you. Maybe I can show you what's going on here. Okay. Sign in. Come on, sign in. I want to show you what Twitter shows me, okay? Okay. Fuck. All right. Maybe I can bring this up and show you what's going on here. Trick, I don't have the money to hire anybody else. That's what I just need more money, basically. I should be able to show you this at least. Okay. Your account is permanently suspended. You're in permanently read-only mode. You won't be able to create new accounts. Haha, watch me. I've already done it 10 times. You can submit an appeal. Go to the appeal page. Here's the appeal. There's my username. There's the email. What should I put in the description, guys? Appeal a locked or suspended account. I'll put in the description. Something like, this wasn't actually a threat of violence. It was discussing a hypothetical scenario. Please look at the context of the thread. Okay. So I can submit this appeal, right? Submit. Please solve a puzzle so you know you're a real person. Let's verify. Pick the zebra. Wait, there's no fucking zebra. Let me just do that again. Pick the zebra. Here's the zebra. All right. Oh wow, it worked. I like how when I do it on stream, it actually goes through. What the fuck, dude? The last 18 times I did this, it gave me an error, and the error said, oh my god, the error said, you are not allowed to do this because your account is suspended. And it's like, yeah, that's why I'm here to appeal it. But my suspension was so suspended they wouldn't let me actually access the appeal button. But I guess I can't show you on stream because it did it this time. Fuck. All right. Well, there goes my funny moment. Check this out, guys. It doesn't work, and then it just works. Okay. Caught lying on stream. Fuck you. Yeah, the honest truth is I don't really care too much about Twitter. I don't give a fuck. Honestly, I need to make a new one anyway. I honestly might just nuke this one. Or at least like nuke all my followers or something. You know what I mean? I need to make a Twitter that like I don't shit post on. That is like an official Twitter for the show, for the company, not just for me to fuck around with. But they're doomed. $4.99. Thank you. Suspended for calling Tim Pool a whore. This is a joke, but after Tim released that song, I think I meant that now. But you got suspended for calling Tim Pool a whore? Is that a suspendable offense? I think my last SC glitched. Still charged me. What do you mean? So your last super chat. Oh fuck, that sucks, dude. It's okay, just get banned again. You fucks. Oh god. Coming to hang out with you guys always makes me feel better, you know? Always makes me feel better. But yeah, I might like make 2 accounts. The Canada assisted suicide thing. Fuck, that's a fucking rabbit hole. I might make 2 accounts, one to shit post on and one to like have a serious like show account. Cody, thanks for the $5. Haven't caught a sip in a while. Wishing you all the white pills. A wonderful Sunday morning. Oh man, the problem with Twitter is that like it sucks, and it's honestly kind of addictive. But if you're doing if you have like any sort of online presence, you kind of need one. Did you make an SFO media account? Here's the thing. We have a really funny name for our company. Just the name of our company. But like, we don't want to reveal it because we don't want to get doxxed. We don't want anybody to like look up, oh, that's where this house is registered under this company name. Oh, so like the company name is completely private and it's has nothing to do with SFO at all. But that's the company that like owns the thing. And we're just keeping it. You're sick with COVID. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Thanks for the 2 bits. I'm sorry, man. COVID sucks. Dev, can you go fight Sam Hyde? He would fucking demolish me. He would thump me, man. Anyway, I will likely make a new account anyway. I live in your walls. I might need to have like 2 phones, you know, like a private phone and a company phone kind of thing. Fuck. I'll figure it all out soon enough. Okay, guys. If you want to support the channel, you can hit this. You can. Oh god, it's sub on Twitch. It's memberships on YouTube. That's right. Membership super chats. Get yourself in the $5 club. I am bringing the Minecraft server back once I fucking feel better about this shit. And I will talk to Mahler about the thing. Okay. Oh man. Let's get into the news. All right. I'd like to begin with a few videos, if you don't mind. All right. You guys ready for some fucking nonsense? Yeah, this is from Libs of TikTok. Frolic in the Rain is now racist.
It's like.
Let's see.
You and I both know that you are
God.
capable of enjoying the rain and frolicking freely without filming it and then posting it to TikTok. Now,
so this person wants you to frolic in the rain and not show anybody else for some reason.
You've just co-signed, okay? You've just co-signed at least 3 million, 8.5 by 11 front and back people who just go out of their way to disrespect and dismiss the boundaries that Black creators have set. And now you're one of those people. So...
Wait, how? What? Do Black people dissolve when mixed with water? Like, what the fuck's going on here, guys?
I guess my question would be, why? Why is it so important to all of you to treat us like we don't matter?
What the fuck are you talking about? She didn't even, like, make an argument. What? What the fuck? And yeah, this was a meme from years ago. I'm always shocked at white people's ability to nonchalantly walk in the rain like it's not raining. But I guess when you've bathed in bloodshed for centuries, a little water doesn't really change much. This was a joke years ago, and now people are actually fucking doing it. Wow. Alright, next. Shut up, Twitter. Oh, yeah. Jesus. Blacks... For fuck's sake. Blacks create a truly inclusive ballet without white supremacist notions of graceful, flowing movements, balance and symmetry, elaborate sets and costumes. For a more soulful, jumpy, bouncy African ballet. Let's watch some African ballet, guys. This is going to be good. You're just twerking on your tiptoes. There's no audio to this, is there? No, there's not. Like, What the fuck is this? What the fuck? What are we watching? Like, here. This is how you do woke ballet, guys. Man. Oh, fuck. I see no skill with doing this versus actually doing spins. Well, the fact that they're standing on their tiptoes like that, there's definitely some skill to that, you know? Like, for sure. But it looks ridiculous, doesn't it? Alright, that's enough of that. Oh, yeah. This is Ontario's premier here in Canada. He swallowed a bee live on camera during a press conference. This is a big deal here in Canada.
Not coming from the government per se, but the premier. It's coming from the health sector. Holy Christ! I just swallowed a bee. Holy Christ! I knew that little bugger. I'm good. He's down here buzzing around right now. He has a lot of real estate. Now, if that wasn't a clip, okay, this is going to be replayed over and over again. Holy Christ! He's wedged to my throat. Sorry, guys. A little.
Wow. Based and bee eating build. Eat the bugs, guys. Oh, fuck. Like, this is a little moment that can be turned into either like a moment of jest if you hate the guy, because lots of people do hate this guy, or it can be turned into like a little personable moment, which it also is, you know. It's like, oh, this happened. Like, he's very much like an everyman, this kind of dude. At least that's his how he like kind of shows himself off. Yeah, he was remarkably chill. He just like, yep, I swallowed a bee. No big deal. Listen, you're from Ontario. You're used to this shit. Oh yeah, this shit. Okay. Sandy Hook victim's father, Robbie Parker. This was always a little bit sus, wasn't it?
Robbie Parker, I assume he's going to come out to the microphones now and make a statement. Looks like the family is there, and they're getting ready to make to come to the microphone. So we'll listen.
He's making jokes and laughing with them. And now he's very somber suddenly.
So my name's Robbie Parker. My family is one of the families that lost a child yesterday in the Sandy
crisis acting, possibly.
Robbie Parker, I assume he's going to come out to the microphones now.
He seems okay. They all seem chill.
A statement. Looks like the family is there.
But at the same time, who knows, right? Like, this could be a case of something fishy going on, and we managed to catch the beginning of it, unfortunately. This could also be the case that, you know, everyone processes grief in their own way. When everyone's nervous and they got to do something important, they'll laugh a bit at the beginning. You know, I've done that. You've done that. We all know what it feels like to be nervous. Could be glowing. Could also be reasonable. Don't know. Just don't know. Just don't know.
And they're getting ready to make to come to the microphone, so we'll listen.
You know, the final moment of brevity. You're holding on to that last moment before you have to go do something unpleasant. People do that all the time, you know, right before they go on stage, right before they have to go through a ceremony, right before they have to, you know, they're about, something bad's going to happen. They're about to go to trial. They're about to like go into the principal's office, whatever it is. You know, people have those final moments. They're like, well, here we go. So who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? Oh yeah, this shit. All right. She says watch the mother. All right, watch the mother, guys, while we watch this.
Kieran Clausen collects crystals. She dabbles in face paint and she loves sports.
What do you play? I did play volleyball, soccer, and I want to play basketball.
To Kieran, who's transgender,
Gotta look at
it's
mom.
not about racking up victories.
Got to look at mom and get the proper line out. I also want to play basketball.
I don't want to win any trophies for it, though. I feel like that's the
Jesus, look at her.
most unfair way
Look at her mouth move, dude.
to compete because it's not about winning.
What's it about?
Having fun with your friends for it, though. I feel like that's the most
Jesus.
unfair way to compete because it's not about winning.
Kieran seems undeterred with a message now about her journey.
Never stop being you. That's it.
Never stop being you.
There's so many kids that don't even have the opportunity to express who they really are. We are acknowledging
Oh, this is fucking weird.
more people as who they are
This
than
person.
taking something away from somebody else.
Like,
Kieran
it's entirely possible that you might have gender dysphoria at a young age. In fact, I think all of the cases that are real probably start at a very young age. I would hazard a guess. But this shit, where mom's coaching her on what to say and in front of the fucking television cameras, that's fucking weird. This is fucking weird, guys. You know, I'm gonna have to do the Are Trans Women video eventually, and that video is gonna just straight up be like, listen, there are some real ones for sure, but a lot of them are just trenders. A lot of them are just, there's other things going on there. Welcome in San Francisco. Elderly women are assaulted in the hallways of their housing complex. Let's see, guys.
Really mad and pull me down.
Already on the ground, Mrs. Wren is kicked squarely in the face.
They used the fist to hit my head multiple times.
Jesus Christ.
And then they pull me down to the ground and kept hitting me.
This is no way to treat an old lady, guys.
There, when Mrs. Wren tries to hide in the hallway and is unable to close the door, the suspects return again, not to steal her watch or earrings, but her keys, and to take turns assaulting the terrified senior.
I never expect this would happen to us, even though we saw a lot of reporting from your station, in particular.
Fucking brutal.
You, Miss Lim.
While both Mrs. Wren and her daughter can't sleep because of the trauma, they, without hesitation, wanted to speak out for a purpose.
I want this story to come out so people know, and so for other people to be aware, to be safe.
What is the race of the attackers? They're not going to show it. Fuck, dude. One thing about LP Original G still won't let me see his Twitter account, but that's okay. We can just head over to a private window and see it anyway. Wendy's worker facing assault charge.
Wendy's surveillance video shows the moment things turned violent inside the store on July 26th. Prescott police say a customer was complaining about his food order. Seconds later, the Wendy's employee, identified as Antoine Kendrick, comes out from behind the counter and punches the man in the head,
Jesus.
knocking him unconscious. Wendy's
Sir, this is a
surveillance video
Wendy's.
shows the moment things turned violent inside the store on July 26th.
Sir, this is a fucking Wendy's. What are you doing?
Seconds later, the Wendy's
What the fuck, guys? Just out of nowhere. Fucking hell. No way for $2. What is Dev short for? Short for Dev. It's not short for Devondrius. Thank you for the money though. Also, Jesus Christ. That's fucking wild, man. What the fuck? Things are getting weird out there, dude. Retail hell is real. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, this isn't a black thing, it's a retail thing. Dev's my real name. Okay. Now we also do indeed have actual text things to look at. Oh, Squid Coyote joined the D Club. Thank you very much, dude. Here we go. Man tests positive for COVID, monkeypox, and HIV all at the same time. How did that happen? How did that happen, guys? What do you think's going on here, fellas? Any ideas? Oh, fuck. Destruction, everything gets uploaded to BitChute and Brighteon and Odyssey and Rumble, for sure. So yeah, what do you think's going on here? Let's take a look at what's going on here. Scientists have reported the first known case of a person testing positive for monkeypox, COVID, and HIV at the same time. 36-year-old Italian male developed a series of symptoms, including fatigue, fever, sore throat, 9 days after returning from a trip to Spain, where he engaged in unprotected sex. Register for free to continue reading. No! No! But my meme article! To be fair, that's all I really need to know in this one. But you know what? In the same vein, sex between men, not skin contact, is fueling monkeypox, new research suggests. So a big thing recently was people saying, yes, you can pass it on through sex, like through sexual fluids, but it's also passed on through sweat and through saliva, so there's all these ways of getting it that aren't related to sex. But it turns out that current research is saying specifically that rather than skin contact between two men, it is sex between two men that is fueling monkeypox. That's what's going on here. So it's not like you're fucking someone and one person has like a monkeypox bump, and while they're like rubbing skin, it breaks open and then the fluid gets out and like covers the other person, and then they have like the infections passed on. No, it's specifically sexual contact. It is specifically sexual contact causing this. Rusta Zero for $5. The trucker video is not going to be Dev Schrodinger's cat. It will come. I promise. I promise, my friend. Thank you for the donations. Thanks for all the donations today, guys. Yeah. Since the outset of the global monkeypox outbreak in May, public health and infectious disease experts have told the public that the virus is largely transmitting through skin-to-skin contact. However, an expanding cadre of experts have come to believe that sex between men itself, both anal as well as oral intercourse, is likely the main driver of global monkeypox transmission. The skin contact that comes with sex is probably much less of a risk factor. So yes, at this point, it's just sex. The virus is in semen. Yep. A growing body of evidence supports that sexual transmission, particularly through seminal fluids, is occurring with the current MPX outbreak. AQ, $5. How did the dog and the kids get monkeypox then, Dev? Can you solve that mystery? Here's the thing. You can still transmit monkeypox in different ways. So, it's always possible that they're innocent, but still, I understand your point. See Thomas Peasant for $2. Penis. Thank you, man. Type of Ray for $2. Thank you, dude. Notice pointing the Wendy's. It was an order complaint. I think it was probably an order complaint, and the guy just snapped. Yeah. This is going to be a thing where it's like, if you get monkeypox, you will be, you'll be a true part of the LGBT community. That's going to be a thing, I'm sure. It looks very clear to us that this is an infection that is transmitting sexually the vast majority of the time. All right. So you know what? You can be gay. You just can't go to orgies. How about you just calm the fuck down and get a boyfriend and, like, live a normal life, dude? Why not? Why not get yourself a real partner and not just get gang fucked by 15 cocks into your asshole? Just have one. You know, get gay married, have your suburban house, have your kids, have your regular job, Be regular people. You know, be productive members of society. You don't have to be a fucking degenerate just because you're gay. Like, Christ. Fucking hell, man. $5 from Jasso. Personally, I don't think it's specifically sexual contact. It's heavy contact. I mean, how else are you really going to be completely sweaty and touching? Yeah, but it seems to be in seminal fluid, though, based on the article, dude. Yeah. Through seminal fluids is causing the outbreak. Surprised you get the diagnosis with the climate change. Are you sure? No, Yanas? Everyone's doing the whole, like they're not trying to downplay monkeypox the way they tried to downplay AIDS back in the day. I don't live through my fetishes. No way. Yeah, this shit's wild, dude. Oh, fuck. Ooh. And no, just because I'm sick. Just because I'm sick doesn't mean I have monkeypox, you fucks. Fuck you. That's right. This happened. Okay, so Mr. Alex Rowland. He's a systems designer at Volition. Always tired, but caffeinated. He is... This dude worked on the new Saints Row. And my friend Christina pointed out that he made this meme. He made this meme. You know, the quit having fun bit about Saints Row. But, like, no one's having fun with Saints Row. No one's having fun with Saints Row, guys. This is him trying... The haters today. Dude, you made a bad game. You made a bad fucking game, dude. Fuck, they're so stupid. Listen, just because you get pushback doesn't mean that they're bigots. Maybe you're the problem. Not everything about you needs to be validated at all times, even if that means that it hurts. Oh yeah. The Fallout 76 disastrous launch way back in the day. Former developers claim that Fallout 76 was severely mismanaged. No shit. Is that why it's garbage? Are you sure, guys? No one wanted to be on that project because it ate people. It destroyed people. One former developer showed Kotaku. The amount of people who would go to that project and they would quit Bethesda was quite high. Kotaku spoke to 10 former employees of Bethesda who were familiar with the development, all whom shared their accounts only under the condition of anonymity. Some sources say they signed non-disparagement agreements upon leaving the company and feared that ZeniMax's influence in the industry would prevent them from being hired elsewhere. Testers who worked during the months of the original launch said they crunched 10-hour days or 6 days a week, and as the game trudged towards the beta's ultimate launch date of November 14, 2018. Some testers would only find reprieve when they finally left the Fallout 76 team. 2 former testers recounted that one of their colleagues said in a QA group after leaving the project, "I didn't cry last night when I was taking a shower." Another said in the same chat, "I pulled into work today and I sat in my car for a second. My chest didn't feel heavy like it normally does." Oh, so wait, these are QA people, not developers. Okay, this is a bit different. Because QA is always treated like shit when they shouldn't be. But these aren't former ZeniMax developers. These are quality assurance people, you fucking liar. God damn it, Kotaku. Fuck you. No Man's Sky is proof why you should listen to fans, yeah. Just so happens for $5. If you showed me the new Saints Row without telling me, I would think it's just Fortnite. Yeah, fucking hell. Type of Frey, $5. Thank you, man. I legit want to see a soy boy let's play of Saints Row, out of pure curiosity of who that meme is referring to. Yeah, just, oh my god, it's Saints Row, it's back, my childhood is back, I don't want to cope with the fact that I'm getting old. Ah! See Thomas Peasant, $5. Am I the one in the wrong? No, it's everyone else who's the problem, every single time, alright? All the fucking time, dude. All the fucking time. Here we go. We actually have employees now. A couple of former employees tell Kotaku that no amount of financial incentive could erase the physical and mental exhaustion they experience and they continue on some non-stop obligatory overtime. Hopefully you're getting paid for that overtime. Sources claim they tried to flag the issue to Rob Gray, the director of QA at ZeniMax. However, he continued to deflect it or denied that crunch was happening in his department. If crunch isn't happening, they say, "Listen, I'm going home. See ya." Wait, Lance Reddick posted a video talking about the Resident Evil show being canceled and called people who didn't like it haters and trolls. Oh, for fuck's sake! This is why I need a Twitter account. Lance Reddick Twitter. Fuck off, Twitter. Oh god, here it is. Let's take a look, guys. We're gonna listen in.
Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is having a great weekend. So, I want to do this video because I wanted to do some acknowledgments and some thank yous. As all of you are well aware by now, our show Resident Evil on Netflix has been canceled. And the haters and the trolls notwithstanding.
This guy played Wesker. You know, the blonde, the white blonde guy from Resident Evil.
I want to give a special thank you to all the fans who watched the show, who got what we were doing, and who really loved it, because there are a hell of a lot of you.
No, there's not.
I want to give a thank you to our fearless leaders, our showrunners, Mary Lee Sutton and Andrew Dabb, my castmates and co-stars, Ella Balinska, Sienna Agudong, Paula Nunez, Tamara Smart, Adeline Rudolph, Connor Gassetti. To the executives at Constantine and our executive producer, Colin Scully, and to the executives at Netflix who believed in the show and who really loved it, and once again, who got what we were doing. We worked our asses off, we had a great time, and we made a hell of a show. Thank you.
I mean,
onward
I guess.
Y'all have a great weekend.
It was a hell of a fucking disaster. Jesus. The guy deserved to be in a better show, yeah. $10, Josso Heavens, thank you. After being out a couple of years, Fallout 76 is tolerable. It's a Fallout 4 multiplayer with the crummy Sean story. Visiting player homes is fun too. Not perfect, it has problems, I had fun with it. Yeah, fair enough. I just wish, I don't know. I hate this always online bullshit. Give me a game that I can play in 20 years. Pop it into a thing like a Super Nintendo or a GameCube game or something. Oh, fuck. I'm starting to get a headache. I hate being sick. Fuck. You know what? Maybe I'll save this article and some of the details within it. Because I'm eventually going to do, like, what the fuck, Bethesda, what happened to you? Videos. Maybe I'll save this for that. That's what I'll do. University of Texas Austin students will dissect Taylor Swift lyrics for class credit this semester. Oh boy, the new course is called Literary Contests and Contexts, the Taylor Swift Songbook. U of T Austin students know all too well how fast certain classes can fill up. And one new course probably has some longhorns thinking they should have said no to one of their classes to leave a blank space in their schedule. Starting this month, UT Austin English professor Elizabeth Salla will teach a class on Taylor Swift's Songbook to first-year undergrads in the Liberal Arts Honors Program. The course will provide students with the introduction to literary studies and research methods using Swift's songwriting as the basis for teaching a wide range of skills. Let's turn that Easter egg hunting and reading in detail to academic purposes. Oh boy. If you lose weight, you'll stop. Yeah, I know, AQ. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Swift is an intelligent and talented songwriter,
And back
her
to
writing
school
skills are
didn't
what made
quite
me
go as
focus on her.
planned for some UT
For me, it's
students.
all about form,
The
not
Statesman
just or
reporting
even
many
primarily about
students
content.
got
We
last-minute
will study
changes to their
Swift's songs
housing
as poems
assignments
and literary
because of
structures.
repairs at Dobie 2021. And on
Oh,
campus
dude, a
residence
class
hall.
on Harry
13
Styles
of the
will be
27
offered at
floors,
Texas
the
State
Statesman
next
reports
spring.
aren't move-in
Oh my
ready.
God.
The university wanted to have
Guys,
the building ready to go
this
for
is the
week,
student
but
loan that you're
repairs were
forgiving.
not done in time.
Hey, why
Affected
is your desktop
students got
audio
to
playing?
move
What
to
the
other
fuck's playing?
rooms within Dobie.
Yeah, something just popped in out of nowhere. Get out of here, you fucks. Fuck you. I muted it. I muted it. Anyway, this is what your student loan. This is what your student loan forgiveness is going towards, guys. No, I took my headphones off. I couldn't hear it. This is what your student loan forgiveness is going towards, guys. Biden forgave all the student loans. This is what your taxes are paying for. Taylor Swift dissections. Wait, are there Taylor Swift nudes out there? Was she caught in the fappening? It'd be great to, like, go to this class, do, like, an essay on the sexual content of Taylor Swift lyrics, and then put in, like, shoehorn in some fappening nudes somehow. Everyone will be paying for the student loans. Everyone. This is like an MMT kind of thing, right? If the government can just print money, and if giving money to the government in taxes simply removes money from circulation, therefore making the money supply go down, making each dollar worth more, if you're forgiving loans, that's just driving more inflation. I'll do a video on that one too this week, I think. This totally validates my degree in co-ed, naked underwater, gender studies, Taylor Swift theory, basket weaving. Nice. That's how we should do it. Yeah, when you forgive student loans, what you're basically doing is you're rewarding the middle class off the backs of the lower class. Fucking ridiculous. Years ago, there was a woman that had a degree in studying Twilight. Dave's old girlfriend, Avery, got a degree in, like, Beatlesology. Fucking useless. Fuck. Like, Beatles, as in the band, the Beatles. Okay. Mayor announces cancellation of Drag Queen Story Hour after community backlash. He wants to ensure that all voices are represented. It continues to be my goal to ensure that all voices of our community are represented. A mayor in North Carolina announced Saturday that a proposed LGBT Pride Drag Queen Story Hour event has been canceled after backlash from the community. The event was shut down after the mayor relayed feedback from the community to the festival commission hosting the event. Given that this part of the event was not originally presented when the event was proposed, I met with representatives from the organizations hosting the event, the Apex Festival Commission, and presented the feedback I have received from citizens. Today I was notified that the Apex Festival Commission has taken the feedback into careful consideration and has decided to remove Drag Queen Story Hour from the event. Wow. I'm surprised. The comments on the post were a mixed bag, and they were eventually disabled by the mayor over hate speech. This was the Pride event I was planning to attend with my toddler, one woman posted, very disappointed in the event's organizers who were swayed by hateful, misguided comments. Mr. Mayor, if your goal is to ensure that all voices in our community are represented, you speak out against the silencing of this segment of the local community. I think this is a reasonable decision for a public venue. I wish well the event and attendees, but this performance, stage names, etc., is too adult from a children's activity. Thank you, Mayor and Festival Committee. Wow. Crazy. Destruction 89 with $2. Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus are Asian girls now. Yeah? So their nudes on Pornhub will go under Asian or something. See Thomas Peasant, $5. Things like this Taylor Swift class are right against the welfare state. So tired of being worked to the bone to pay for the poor decisions of others. Yeah, fair enough, man. I understand. $10, AQ, thank you. I'm currently doing my PhD in 1,000-year-old anime. It's a totally legit platonic. I'm in a totally legit platonic relationship with their Oni-chan, and you're all going to pay for it. I'm doing it for society. Fucking hell, dude. Jesus. Honestly, the concept of drag queen story hour is transphobic. Most drag queens, in fact, all drag queens definitionally aren't trans. They're gay men. Like, trans women get blamed for drag queen story hour. This is primarily a gay men phenomenon. You know? Most trans women get blamed for like the weird xenogender she-they bullshit. But that's mostly trans men, not trans women. You know? Almost all of the toxic stuff and like all the grooming happening with a few like obvious notable exceptions, but a lot of the grooming shit going on when it's legitimate, that's like genderqueer women, not trans women. Trans women are getting slapped with a bunch of stuff they're not even doing. Fucking hell. I didn't hear about that, Paul. Wasn't there an SJW girl back in the day who worked at Nintendo but got fired after it came out? She wrote a dissertation defending Earthbound porn. Nope. Haven't heard about that. That's news to me. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, let's continue. I'm in a mixed weight relationship, but haters say I should only date fat people. Oh my God. We are at the point where being fat is a race now. Guys, you're in a mixed weight relationship. Holy shit. Thickney Spears. Okay. Thickney Spears is clapping back at online trolls who criticize her mixed weight relationship with her longtime boyfriend. Jesus Christ. You guys hear that? Hold on. Someone's cutting trees in the backyard. God damn it, Naomi. Naomi's fucking stuff is in the way. Yeah, the back neighbor, along with the back property line, he's cutting some trees on the edge. Okay. You guys probably can't hear it, can you? It doesn't matter, I guess. So this Thickney Spears is a proudly plus-sized lifestyle influencer from Vermont, and she met her partner Dan 3 years ago on the Bumble dating app. She has 240,000 followers on Instagram. People always assume that a fat person like me... Oh. I see. Alright. People always assume that a fat person like me should be another fat person. That goes the other way as well. Too bad it's all based from jealousy and minds filled with judgment, so those comments hold zero value. So, these two are in a mixed weight relationship. Because he's thin and she's fat. Jesus Christ. Listen, I'm overweight, but I'm not so overweight that I have cellulite legs. Like, holy shit, dude. Can I zoom in? Fuck. That guy's a chubby chaser? Yeah. I think so too, guys. Fucking hell. The lovebirds don't like to adhere to society's rules. And according to the self-proclaimed Stanley, the weight gap has never bothered Dan nor herself. Unless you weigh the same as your partner, you're also in a mixed weight relationship. You're saying, no, you fuck, Jesus Christ, these people. I hate this. I hate this. We don't adhere to society's rules. You know what? You want to know how? You want to know how? I'll take my Kit Kat, and rather than break it into 4 long pieces, I'll just bite it. And just bite a whole thing. I don't adhere to society's rules. It's like, fucking hell. It's okay. You guys are happy together. Fine. You have a fetish for fat chicks. It's okay. Fine. Also, she's significantly thinner here than she is here. Jesus. Maybe this is like a feeding thing, isn't it? He's with you for the money. Run for your life, man. You must be cheating on her. Maybe. Who knows? You know what? If they're happy, they're happy. That's fine. I don't have money. If they're happy, they're happy. I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. But like, this whole, let's make our relationship woke. It's a mixed weight relationship. Like, fuck off. Fuck off with that shit. Here's the headliner today. Nintendo says Splatoon 3's Shiver isn't non-binary. Fans were excited for more inclusivity. So, yesterday, as I said at the start of the stream, I did a stream yesterday on Splatoon 3 because the demo, it was a 12-hour demo. It ran yesterday from noon to midnight, so I had to do it yesterday. I couldn't cover Splatoon 3 unless I did it yesterday. I was in the middle of being sick. I was way worse than I am today, and I hauled myself onto the couch, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta do this fucking stream. So I did the Splatoon 3 stream. We played the game. We played the demo. It's okay. It's just it's not that great, honestly. I like Splatoon 1, but then I kind of had my fill of it, you know. I was kind of excited for this because they said they're adding a story mode, but the story mode was not part of the demo, so I couldn't even judge it. So I'm in a mixed gender relationship. Fuck. So we played Splatoon 3. I was sick. It was an okay stream. You can go back and watch that shit if you like. However, people kept saying that due to a weird translation thing, this character from the game, Shiver, is non-binary. Oh my god, they put a non-binary character in the game. Oh my god, it's amazing. But it turns out, nope, it's just a girl. Following the mid-August Nintendo Direct that showed off what to expect. Was there a mid-August Nintendo Direct that I missed? Fuck. Oh. It's like a full Splatoon Direct, dude. Yeah. It's just a full Splatoon Direct. That's why I missed it, because I don't really care too much about it. But yeah, they were saying, oh my god, Shiver is non-binary, right? Yeah, see, there's this girl with a big-ass forehead, and there's this girl with just a regular... But yeah. Fans speculated that Shiver, one of the faces in the new game, might identify as non-binary. So we asked Nate Bildorf, Nintendo's SVP of Development and Publishing, who confirmed to The Verge that Shiver identifies as female. And while Shiver's she/her pronouns weren't mentioned in the Direct, they are used in the game. Viewers hoping that Shiver would be a non-binary character had some convincing clues to go off of. So yeah, one thing that we did notice is that there's no longer a gender choice. You just choose different hairstyles. The male and female squid characters, they have the exact same body. Splatoon 3 does away with boy and girl gender identities in its character creator, offering slightly more inclusive options. I like how it's inclusive to do away with what's normal. Because shouldn't you also be including what's normal? But okay, fine. It's a very small mark of progress in gender inclusivity that Splatoon 3's character creator does away with boy and girl as the sole options. Now you can choose between 2 different styles of Inkling or Octoling, ranging from masculine to feminine in appearance. But you could okay, fine. Alright. Fuck. You know, I don't mind the whole, like, an obviously masculine and obviously feminine, then an androgynous choice. And there you go. That's fine, right? That's all you gotta do. I'm okay with that shit. I'm okay with tomboys, and I'm okay with, like, with like feminine men, fine. But yeah, people were raging that Nintendo came out and completely confirmed that Shiver isn't non-binary, and people were just fucking shitting themselves in rage on Twitter. How dare you, Nintendo, you're transphobic. We claim this character as ours. Ah! Give me a second. Fucking hell. Oh, God. I'm scrolling through Twitter right now on the side channel, on their monitor, and it's like, people are just going nuts over it. Like, why won't you make? It was confirmed that Shiver was female, and being female does not debunk the theory that Shiver is NB. God, I hate all of you. You're so stupid. They're still butthurt about Bridget? Yeah, probably. Fucking hell. Dude, when I was, we were playing Splatoon 3 on the stream, and there was some person who, like, drew, because whenever you leave a message, you have to, like, draw a picture. The message is a picture, right? So you have to draw. It's like the Miiverse, right? Back in the day. Back when the Wii, Jesus Christ, back in the day for Wii U. Fuck, I'm old. Okay, so the Miiverse, you could draw a picture, and that was your post. And they do the same thing in Splatoon 3. So one person drew, like, a trans rights squid. It's like, trans rights, Splatoon 3. And then I had, like, a picture of Shiver. Another person drew Shiver and then said Shiver is best girl. And I was like, I know what you're saying. I get the meme. I understand it. I can see into the Matrix. I can see it all now. Yeah, they're still trying to make Bridget trans. All right. Fuck. Yeah, I was just talking about that, Squishy Blue. Thanks for the two bits, though, man. Pretend to work somewhere else. Elon Musk's leaked email ends remote work privileges for Tesla staff. That's funny as fuck. Tesla's white-collar staff face a stark choice. Return to the office like their colleagues on the assembly line or start cleaning out their desks. In a leaked email sent from Elon Musk on Tuesday, remote work is no longer acceptable. Only in extreme cases where this was deemed impossible would he personally decide whether to reconsider. Anyone who wishes to do remote work must be in the office for a minimum, and I mean minimum, of 40 hours per week or depart Tesla. Damn. Fuck you. I don't want to read all of this. It's just funny. It's just really funny that, like, I understand the desire to work from home, right? It makes sense. You want to stay at home. You want to, like, lounge there. You want to be like, oh man, I could just be on call. I could do work at my own pace. Yeah, fair enough. But I think if you could have, like, at least a kind of like a positive office culture, there's probably benefits to going there and not just like, who the fuck goes outside anymore? You know, you can order groceries to your door now. You can work from home. Like, people are going stir crazy. Get the fuck out of the house, dude. Get the fuck out of... I might do a video on this, actually. I might do a video on the whole work from home thing, because I think it's becoming too much. You know, that's coming from somebody who works from home. I would love to have an office that I go into. I just can't afford it right now. You know what I mean? New addiction to news linked to not only poor mental well-being but physical health too, new study shows. People with an obsessive urge to constantly check the news are more likely to suffer from stress, anxiety, as well as physical ill health, finds a new study. During the last 2 years, we have lived through a series of worrying global events, from the COVID pandemic to Russia invading Ukraine, large-scale protests, mass shootings, and devastating wildfires. For many people, reading bad news can make us feel temporarily powerless and distressed. For others, being exposed to the 24-hour news cycle of continually evolving events can have serious impacts on mental and physical well-being. Jesus Christ. Stop watching the news, guys. Also, I guess that's why so many news organizations run commercials on the commercial break, advertising fucking SSRIs and shit. Bridget's not trans, in my opinion. No. And frankly, I think there should be a space for androgyny outside of the trans label. Witnessing these events unfold in the news can bring about a constant state of high alert, kicking their surveillance motives into overdrive and making the world seem like a dark and dangerous place. For these individuals, a vicious cycle can develop in which, rather than tuning out, they become drawn further in, obsessing over the news and checking for updates around the clock to alleviate their emotional distress. But it doesn't help, and the more they check the news, the more it begins to interfere with other aspects of their lives. Fucking hell, dude. Yeah, like, even if the world's pretty bad, if you're constantly obsessing over it, you're just making things worse. You can't do anything about it. You can control what's in your local area, but you can't, like, if you're just looking at the news and just, like, losing your fucking mind over how bad things are, like, you're not helping anyone. You're making everything worse. Like, chill the fuck out. Disengage from the propaganda, guys. It'll be okay. Yes, that's why escapism is important. That's the problem with the Gramsciites who are out here subverting everything. They don't want you to have escapism. So that's why I said in my Saints Row video, just go play old games. They're not subverted. Your old Super Nintendo carts, your old GameCube discs, they're still sitting around. Fuck, man. On some level, there's... I don't want to get too conspiratorial, but there's definitely a group of people out there who benefit from you being weaker than you could be. And that is done at your own expense. And perhaps you shouldn't dive headfirst into that by just becoming like a radicalized fucking weirdo, whether it's the left or the right. Perhaps you should remain grounded. Let's see. There's data from a survey of 1,100 U.S. adults. In the survey, people were asked how the extent to which they agree with statements like, "I become so absorbed in the news I forget the world around me." To be fair, this is me on Twitter sometimes, so I guess it's good that I'm banned. My mind is frequently occupied with thoughts about the news. I find it difficult to stop reading or watching the news, and I often do not pay attention at school or work because I'm reading or watching the news. Jesus Christ. 16.5% of people surveyed showed signs of severely problematic news consumption. Such individuals frequently became so immersed and personally invested in news stories that the stories dominated the individual's waking thoughts, disrupted time with family and friends, made it difficult to focus on school or work, and contributed to restlessness and an inability to sleep. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Yeah, go outside, man. The best defense against all of this... The best defense against all of this is literally logging off, disengaging, establishing your private space where you can just like chill and spending time with people that you care about. You know? Play some games, do some workouts, do whatever it is that you like to do for hobbies. You know, if you build models or if you work on cars, whatever it is, you know, just take some time to do something that is not connected to the rest of humanity for a little bit. Just for a little bit. You know, just chill out. Fuck, I should make a video on this too. Fuck. You know what? I find that now that, like, as the sickness wears off, I'll have, like, 3 ideas for videos already. And if I feel better today, I might try to write them. Because I'm like, oh, I can feel it in me. I can feel the juices returning, the creative juices. You know? They're pumping. Whew. A woke nightclub in Sydney has banned staring without verbal consent. This sounds like a fucking fun place to bring your party, eh? A nightclub in Australia has a new policy stating it will remove anyone caught staring at someone without their consent. Club 77 has updated its zero tolerance policy on safety and harassment and has shared on its Instagram page that it is not a place to come if your sole purpose is to pick up. Might as well close your doors right now, dude. Might as well close your fucking doors. Close those fucking doors. Listen, if you get that joke, post in the chat that you get it. Post what it's from. Type of Frey, thanks for the $2, man. TLDR, touch grass. Yep, absolutely. While the establishment is grateful to be busy, some patrons do not share our values and ethics when it comes to club culture, consent, and harassment. You're going to keep Club 77 a safe space. The club believes it has an obligation to educate new club goers by helping them understand what is acceptable behavior. Club 77, the safe space. Wait, Tidge, are you the only person who gets it? Does nobody else get close those fucking doors? Would you close those fucking doors? There we go. Tums Festival. You fucking get it. Don't look at me or my son ever again. Boomer, $2. Thank you. Remember the Pokemon Company embraced wokeism. It only kind of did, to be honest. They're still like making they're still making designs of cute girls that can be turned into like great porn. Jesus Christ, let's see. Thanks to the support of our community and amazing patrons. Yeah, Cameron Mitchell, yeah. Thanks. Fuck you, Dragon Fat. You're fucking banned. Thanks to the support of our community and amazing patrons, Club 77 has been busier than ever. Unfortunately, this has also attracted some people who do not share our values and ethics when it comes to club culture, consent, and harassment. In response to this, we've updated our safety and harassment policy and introduced new measures to make sure this venue continues to remain a safe space. At Club 77, we are continuously striving to create a safer and truly open space for our patrons, artists, and employees. We operate a zero-tolerance policy on harassment of any kind. Creating a safe space goes beyond implementing practice to deal with incidents after they have happened. We also have an obligation to educate new club goers and help them understand what is considered unacceptable behavior inside the venue and on the dance floor. As a nightclub, we encourage you to interact with strangers. However, any engagement must begin with verbal consent. This also applies if you are, for example, staring at someone from afar. If the intention you are giving someone is unwanted, that is considered harassment. Okay, so any engagement must begin with verbal consent. This also applies if you're staring. So how do you get the verbal consent? Do you have to like walk up to a chick with like the blinders on so you can't even see her? And like the first interaction with her is like, "Hello, ma'am, can I look at you?" Like, is this what we're fucking doing here? Why don't men approach anymore? Each night, one of our security guards inside the club will be designated a safety officer and recognizable by a pink high visible vest. A pink vest, Jesus. They have been trained to handle complaints and concerns. If you're being harassed by another person or receiving unwanted attention, please seek them out or tell our staff immediately. Well, that's what the security... All security guards should be safety officers. Their job is to throw you the fuck out if you start a fight. Milady, may I gaze upon your countenance. It's going to be like the ancient Chinese empresses where you can't even look at them or else you're put to death. You have to like look at the floor. Hello, I need you to sign these consent forms. I may continue talking with you. God. The fucking... The bureaucratizing of just basic human interaction is fucking cancerous. If we receive reports of any behavior that has made someone feel uncomfortable, the reported individual will be removed from the venue and the police will be called. We do this to make everyone feel safe and to ensure our patrons are comfortable approaching a staff if anything has made them feel uncomfortable or unsafe. Fucking hell, like... I get it. No one wants to be the chick who gets roofied and raped at a club. No one wants to be groped on the dance floor from someone you don't even know. No one wants to have that guy buzzing around when you're clearly not into him, bugging you all night. I get it. But, like, this is too far in the other direction, isn't it? Fuck. Fucking hell. Put them in burqas then? Yeah, there's like... There's this notion that this type of sexual contact, not just strictly sex, but like, you know, sexual energy, like when you're in a club and everyone's dancing, when there's like clearly like alcohol being passed around, sometimes drugs being passed around. There's this notion that this stuff is simultaneously extremely dangerous and requires like 18 different fucking consent forms, but also is completely fine and free and fun and open and everyone should be doing it. And it's like, no, you can't have both those things at the same time. Something cannot be perfectly safe and also enjoyable. Because the edge is what makes it enjoyable. You can't take that edge away. Jasso, $5. Thank you. I feel like society gets eerily close to the movie Demolition Man. I'm going to be fine for misgendering somebody at a no-contact Taco Bell nightclub. Demolition Man's great. I watched it with Naomi recently. She'd never seen it. And she's like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is exactly how it is. BD, $10. Thank you. Hello, police. That man was standing there menacingly. Yeah, this is literally just like, ew, Uggos looking at me. Oh my God. Yeah, get rejected, go to safety officer, have him removed. Yeah, exactly. Fucking hell. So stupid. You know what's okay? Here's something that's crazy, all right? I only encountered this type of woman when I was living on campus at university. Never saw women like this ever again. But it was a mixed gender dorm. And so we would like all hang out. And there was a weird inclusivity in this dormitory where like if girls were getting ready to go out, the guys at the dorm would be allowed to hang out with them. Guys outside the dorm weren't. It was kind of strange. It's like, well, we can't have the boys look at us when we're getting ready to go out, but like I could hang out there, and like my friends could hang out there. Other guys in the dorm could hang out with them. But it was like the dorm was like an included space where guys would actually be included in single gender situations when they're normally not, because we're all part of the same dorm. It was a weird scenario, and I've only ever experienced it in this scenario. But so like they're getting ready and like we're all kind of hanging out. They're all like putting on makeup in the lounge, and we're like, I was like chilling there playing a video game with like some other guys. We're all playing. I think we're all playing I think Halo 3. While they were getting ready in the same large room, because it's a dormitory, right? And we were all talking about it, and there was this group of women. I'd say maybe half the women in the dorm. They were like party girls because they're like 18, right? They're getting ready to go out. And they had a weird, like, they were all very sexually prudish, you know? They're like, oh, that guy tried to get in my pants. Oh my God, that's disgusting, isn't it? Yeah, it's like they were all extremely prudish. None of them ever admitted to liking sex. None of them ever admitted to wanting to have sex. They were all very much like it's so weird when guys try to get with you. You know, they were that kind of chick, right? But every single weekend, they would go out, get themselves all drunk, split up at the bar, so there wasn't any kind of like wing woman situation where like one of them is cock blocking somebody, and then they would all be like massively drunk. They would go home with dudes, fuck them, do the walk of shame the next morning, and then be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that happened. What? Oh, that's so crazy that happened to me every weekend for all of us every single time." And it got to a point where I was like, you're all here acting like you hate sex, but you purposely put yourself in a situation in which you're having drunk sex every weekend. Like, is it just the case where you just want plausible deniability? You want to be able to keep saying that you don't like sex when you're having it? You know what I mean? And as soon as I moved off campus, I never saw those bitches again. Fuck, they were terrible. But like, I moved off campus, and these women, they were like, the women that I met off campus, they're much more normal. They're like, you know, if they said they like sex, they like it. If they say they don't like sex, they don't. Like, they're much more straightforward. But it was this specific type of girl that was like, it was very much like, I want to party every weekend and put myself in the most vulnerable position possible. And then when I come back from that situation, I'm not like, I wasn't raped. I wasn't traumatized. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened to me. And it's like, what? What the fuck? Like, it's okay if you like it. You just say you like it, it's fine. And they're like, no, I don't. Why does it keep happening to me? But like they would never want to like charge anyone with rape. I mean, thank God they weren't doing like the whole retroactive rape thing. They weren't doing that. So like, thank Christ. But like they were like, they were always like surprised Pikachu face that, oh, how did this happen? How could this happen to me? And it's like, what? It blew my mind every single fucking time I saw it. Mr. Personality, $5. What's to stop a guy or woman from going to the clubs and complaining about everyone harassing them? Nothing, I guess. Maybe they just won't believe men. Charlie, $2. Woo, you don't have the permission to look at me. Police! Tepperfray, $5. Thanks, man. We're slowly demolishing protections for children while I'm picking protections for adults. Talk about sacrificing the next generation. It's fucking weird, man. Yeah, people. So there are some people out there who are like, they're like, you're 25 and your girlfriend's 19 or 18 years old. That age gap is too big. You're a fucking child predator rapist. And it's like, what the fuck? They're both of age. Fuck you. Revenu, $5. Like, here's the thing. It's weird if you're somebody who's fucking 10 years younger than you. Because, I mean, I am. Destiny is. Scrump is, even. It's weird, but it's not necessarily bad. You know? It's going to sound kind of strange and cucked of me, and that's fine. I don't care. But, like, one of Naomi and I's first serious conversations when we started our relationship was like, listen, I'm 10 years older than you. You know? This is going to cause some problems down the line. It's going to cause problems right now with people looking at you weird. It's going to cause some problems with, you know, I have more experience and that might be a concern. Or I have more money, you know. There's going to be some natural imbalances between us. And it's going to cause problems when we're older, you know. When you're 60 and I'm 70, there's going to be some health things going on that it's going to kind of suck for you. And we had that serious conversation. And we were both fine with it. We worked it out. But the point is to have the conversation like mature, responsible adults. Naomi is 10 years younger than me, yeah. Or I think 9 years younger, something like that. But anyway, what was really funny though is like Naomi was hanging out with she was like 20 years old and hanging out with all of her high school friends, like friends from high school. So like they're all 20 and they were hanging out and Naomi's like, I got a boyfriend. And they're like, oh my God. And they're like, he's 10 years older than me. And then they were just like, oh, that's so weird. You're dating someone old? And like they were really on her ass about it. And that's kind of the moment that she realized, like, why do I still hang out with these people from high school I don't like anymore? You know, like we were only friends because we were in high school, but it wasn't like the friendships weren't good. They were all kind of shitty. And she's sitting here with these old friends of hers, and they're like kind of ripping into her for dating me. They hadn't even met me. They didn't even know who I am. They hadn't even seen me. And then like she goes back to me, and there's like me and my friends. And like my friends are all older than her, but we all kind of accepted her into the friend group. And we were all like more mature than her friends. And we were all we all had other things going on than just fucking around at university floundering. And she like looked at us and looked at them and was like, why do I still hang out with these people? You know what I mean? Why do I still hang out with these people? And so she stopped hanging out with them. And it was like, that was kind of the wake up call, is like how they talked about her relationship to her face. She was just like, I don't want to be with these people anymore. I don't want to hang out with them. They just seem like shallow and disgusting. Should have brought them to Dollar Meats to win them over. Titanium, what I mean, Dom is older than Naomi, yes, by a few years actually. Titanium, what I mean is that they went to university but didn't actually do anything. They took courses because their parents told them to. They didn't really have like an end goal in mind, and they just kind of like bounced through the system. Women mature earlier, about the same maturity? Maybe, Jasso, maybe. Yeah. Anyway, this is ridiculous. This is some bullshit. Let's continue. Swastika Mountain in Oregon to get a new name. Oh my God. What the fuck? Why is it called Swastika Mountain? The Oregon, or is it Oregon or Oregon? Oregon Geographic Names Board met last week to consider proposals to rename several geographic features in several Oregon counties. The board agreed that Swastika Mountain, which refers to a symbol of the German Nazi Party, will be changed. Mount Halo and Umpqua Mountain are two names that have been submitted for consideration, but Mount Halo will likely be the new name. Halo refers to Chief Helotish, a 19th century leader of the Yonkala Kalapuya tribe. The board is making this final decision. The mountain is located within the Umpqua National Forest. Okay. According to a name change proposal form on the board's website, the mountain was originally named Swastika named for a nearby town called Swastika, Oregon, which took its name from a local cattle ranch where the owner branded his cattle with the swastika symbol before it was used by the Nazis. Okay. Wow. There is like a slow removal of the swastika outside of like Buddhist circles, which is kind of unfortunate because it does have other meanings, you know, that symbol. It's not a very magic kingdom. Two families scrap in a massive brawl after one of the guests left the line to get her phone and was accused of pushing in when she returned at Florida's Disney World. Oh my God. A huge brawl broke out at Disney World. Holy shit. Clips from the scene show the scale of the chaos as up to 10 people engaged in the fistfight, screaming a torrent of profanities, while their families desperately tried to shield their children from the violence. Several bystanders attempted in vain to intervene as the two groups relentlessly beat one another without reprieve until Disney staff eventually managed to break up the brawl. One man was hospitalized due to a severe facial laceration, while others sustained an array of smaller cuts and bruises. Holy shit. Is there a video for this? Oh my God! We gotta watch this shit. Hold on. Let's get the audio back. Let's get the audio back here, guys. Turn my headphones on again. Holy shit, guys. World Star! World Star! Holy shit. They're literally fighting over who's in line. Like, what the fuck, guys? Fucking hell, guys. Mostly peaceful. The goof troop. Oh, she wants to go again. Oh, shit. No, listen. I understand all you fucking race realists in the chat. You fucking morons. I'm happy to admit that this is just a bad culture and bad family situation. It doesn't have to be about race, guys. Look at, there are even black people trying to break it up, so calm down, man. I like this mostly peaceful video.
Stop! I agree. I like that though. But you know what? You're not even about TV. You're not even about TV, bro.
Oh shit, they're going again. Also, it really seems to be like the women doing a lot of it. The men are in there defending their women, but the women are starting it. This might be a women thing more than a black thing, guys.
I'm trying to step back. They're fucking animals. They're animals.
We've got security. That's not why you guys come over here, okay? No, I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting. Security's here. Come over
here. You're gonna be on TV, bruh. Oh god, hold on. Ian, in the chat. It's culture perpetuated by race? No, that's fucking stupid. No. Culture perpetuated by race is just dumb fucking coping bullshit. No. Yeah. Hi, I'm black and I don't act like this. I would actually get the hell out. Yes. It is a specific kind of culture that is not based on race. That guy called them animals. That was funny. Yeah, there's some funny shit in there. But no, to say that this is based on race is it's retarded, guys. Come on. Yeah. Engage your brains a bit more than that. You're smarter than that. Let's see. What's next? Dev getting red pilled on women. Yeah, you know what? I'll blame this on women more than I'll blame it on being black, because the women were like freaking out, like flying off the handle and fighting. You know, there's more of a genetic difference between women and men than there is a genetic difference between white people and black people. That's for damn sure. Yeah, local Raven. Thomas Sowell's black rednecks. Absolutely. That's the situation happening here. And that's not a race thing. That's a culture thing. Absolutely. It's the culture of Disney. Let's continue. To be fair, though, like, people are saying, oh, it's black people, it's a fact, it's the race. You know what? You see this shit between fat white people at Walmart all the goddamn time. So no, this is not a race thing. This is just a trashy people thing, all right? Let's continue here. Tim Hortons is now serving pizza at select Toronto locations. Tim Hortons is testing out some new menu ideas, adding pizza to its list of food options at select locations in a trial run. Customers in the Greater Toronto area may be able to try one of their new flatbread pizzas at one of 20 restaurants. Not much is known about the new menu items. A photo provided by the franchise shows 3 options. This is fucking weird, dude. Tim Hortons is a coffee shop. Coffee, donuts, sandwiches, tea, hot chocolate. Why are you making pizza? This is strange, guys. I don't know about you. It's strange to me. It's strange to me. On any given day, there are Tim Hortons restaurants across Canada running test markets for trial new ideas and menu items that we think our guests will love. It's early days for this test market for flatbread pizza. If guests want to get in on a slice of the action, they can check out one of the 20 test restaurants in the GTA. Yeah, why are you ordering pizza at a coffee place? Tim Hortons is basically Canada's Starbucks. Tim Hortons is the most popular coffee shop in Canada by far. It is one of Canada's greatest modern cultural exports. Why would you dip your pizza in coffee? Like, you dip donuts in coffee, man. Tim Hortons is actually not that great. It's only okay, to be honest. Oh, listen, you fucks. Okay. Here's how corporations work in Canada. You have to open, legally, you must open a Canadian corporate arm. And that Canadian corporate arm must have at least a little bit of Canadian brand loyalty, per law. Okay? So, let me show you what I mean. Let me just find McDonald's Canada to show you what I mean. Okay. So, here's McDonald's, the Golden M. You know what I mean? You've all seen this before. You know what's going on with the Golden M. Here's the logo in Canada. Look. All of them. It's an M with a maple leaf. This, can you even see it? I gotta get a big one. Here. This is mandated by law. Non-Canadian companies in Canada must have a Canadian-owned component, and it must have some kind of Canadian patriotic symbol. That's a legal thing in Canada. If you're not a Canadian-owned company, if you're someone coming to Canada with your international company, you must have a little Canadian thing. So a lot of American companies will put a little Canadian maple leaf somewhere on their logo. Okay? Every business must be patriotic. America should emulate. The Golden Arches, ruined by a fucking leaf. Okay. Here's what's interesting, though. The Tim Hortons at one point had some of the best coffee. Like, really good coffee. Okay? But the idiots running the Tim Hortons company let the patent expire on their coffee because they had like a special coffee patented. All right. And the McDonald's Canada Corporation, they're like, This is a big fucking deal, dude. Tim Hortons is stupid. They don't know that their patent ran out. And McDonald's America was like, I don't know what's going on. But McDonald's Canada was like, because they're a separate company, they're like, dude, okay, just hold my beer. Watch me do this. So McDonald's Canada bought the Tim Hortons patent because Tim Hortons didn't know that their coffee ran out. And so if you go to McDonald's, but only in Canada, they have the best coffee in the goddamn world. Seriously, it's on par with like really high quality coffee at McDonald's Canada, and only McDonald's Canada. Not McDonald's America, not anywhere else, but in McDonald's Canada, they have some of the best coffee in the world. And Tim Hortons, meanwhile, they're like, what the fuck is this? And so they tried to sue them, but it turns out that they were just completely in the wrong. They didn't do anything to upkeep their own patent. So they lost the suit. And now Tim Hortons coffee, the very thing that it was famous for, they no longer serve it. They can't legally serve it. So like Tim Hortons has been on like this slow declining trend because the one thing everyone goes there for, their coffee, they legally can't make anymore. That's fucking hilarious. Can confirm. Remember when the switch happened? Yeah, man. The Rift person, 14 months. Thanks for joining the $5 club, man. Is that like the French law where they make radio stations play French music for like a few hours a day? Yeah, so that happens here in Canada too. Anyone broadcasting in Canada has to make a percentage total of their content Canadian focused. They can't just import like shows from the States. It's kind of bullshit because they're trying to make that affect YouTubers. So fuck you. Fuck you, Canadian government. Yeah, that's why that's why Tim Hortons started to suck. Seriously, that's why. Yes, but see, now Tim Hortons is getting back because now Tim Hortons is going to get the McPizza. That's what this is. Because McDonald's hasn't done McPizza in years. Since the 90s, man. The early 90s McPizza. Wait, you Zoomers in the chat, you know what McPizza is? The Canadian law will basically force YouTube to de-rank me in the algorithm if I don't make enough Canadian content because fuck them. Dude, check it out. The McPizza. The McPizza is a discontinued McDonald's menu item which launched in the mid-1980s and discontinued in 2000. I had some of this stuff when I was a kid. It was fucking awful, but it was at least hilarious. The main reason that they discontinued it is because they couldn't make it fast enough. It took like too much time to make, and they're known for being fast food, right? So, no more McPizza. You had the last McPizza before it went into production. Nice. Yeah, the McPizza was not very good, to be honest. I had some McPizza back in the 90s. I was a kid, and I was like, oh, wasn't great. Wasn't great. One location in Orlando, Florida still serves the McPizza. Dude. Do you want me to go to Orlando, Florida and get a McPizza? I'll do it. Fuck it. Let's do it, dude. I will go. Here. Donate to the channel. Support the Patreon. Put money in the subscribe star. Hit the sub button, whatever, on Twitch. Do all of it. Got Amazon Prime sub? Throw it on Twitch. Listen. I will go make a video on McPizza. Let's do it. Okay, what's next? Oh yeah, this. Transgender mom is jailed for 25 years for heinous, cruel, and depraved crime of forcing her daughter, 7, she fathered, to take part in child porn. This went from 100 to 0 real quick. 3 accomplices are also sentenced as the prosecutor brands the foursome a quartet of darkness. Marina Voles, previously named Matthew, was sentenced Friday at Somerset County Superior Court alongside another transgender woman, Ashley Romero, previously named Adam, and 2 other offenders, Sean Allen and Dulcina Gnecco. Voles, 32, ran a family-owned transgender pornography production studio specializing in amateur BDSM and taboo fetish content. From her Coburn Lane home in Franklin Township. This is where she allowed her accomplices to sexually abuse her young daughter. The involvement of all 4 defendants was made clear in a string of group messages in which they discussed their plans to abuse Volz's child. The assistant prosecutor, Brian Stack, told the judge at sentencing on Friday that the quartet orchestrated a vortex of darkness that snuffed out the young girl, adding the group were incapable of redemption and had not accepted responsibility. The judge said the crime was heinous, cruel, and depraved, and commented the child endured abuse involving a basement cage, neck collars, and a variety of sex toys. 25 years without parole for Volz and Romero. Allen received a 12-year sentence, eligible for parole after 10 years, and Neko was given a 5-year sentence. They will all be subject to lifetime parole upon release. So this is the father. I mean, I guess, like, if we're talking about trans people, a trans woman is still a father because the act of fathering means insemination, right? And mothering means, like, bearing the child. So, like, you could call her a mother, but she fathered the child in a sense, right? Anyway. She ran a family-owned transgender pornography production studio. Yep. Here's the other one. And here's the other 2. Investigation by the Somerset County Prosecutor's Office Sex Crimes and Child Abuse Unit found Volz managed to win custody of the child in 2018 before taking her from her mother's home on the West Coast and bringing her back to New Jersey. Once in captivity, the young girl was subjected to sexual abuse and filmed on multiple electronic devices. Investigators who raided the property one night after they assumed custody of the child following an anonymous tip-off discovered more than 30 computers, cameras, and digital storage devices containing extensive evidence of child pornography and sexual abuse. They also discovered firearms, a high-capacity magazine, and cocaine at the residence. So, this individual got her child back from the mother, brought them to their place, and then just started fucking them. The child has been adopted by relatives, and his client has relinquished all parental rights following the abuse. She will never see her child again. Can't wrap my hand around what happened in this case. Fucking hell. Volz had no criminal record. She had served in the U.S. Army and was not deemed to be a violent sexual predator prior to the case. The judge, meanwhile, said it will be years before the full extent of the psychological harm endured by Volz's daughter is known, declaring that the girl had suffered grievously at the hands of her captors. The transgender woman had herself suffered sexual abuse in her youth and had attempted to commit suicide on numerous occasions. Fucking hell. They all pleaded guilty. Human trafficking, aggravated sexual assault, creation of child pornography, possession of child pornography, and of course the firearms stuff. Fucking hell, man. Allen, a U.S. Navy veteran, said he was complicit in orchestrating the cross-country transport of a minor for the purposes of sexual gratification. He'd also engaged in the sexual abuse. Neko, meanwhile, received a lesser sentence, as the judge established she had not participated in the abuse. The 21-year-old acted as the child's carer and was tasked mostly with cooking and cleaning in Volz's New Jersey home. She pled guilty to counts of endangering the welfare of a child, so it sounds like this person might have known, but did not do anything. Oh. Fucking hell, dude. Can we go back to talking about the McPizza? Jesus, yeah. So, here's an instance of an actual groomer. Alright, obviously. Far worse than just your regular groomer, in fact. Because your regular groomer isn't usually fucking the children. They're just kind of like mind twisting them at school or whatever. Even that isn't that common. But this is like far beyond anything This is far beyond, you know, Chloe saying, "I've got many minors on HRT on my HRT Discord." You know, this is actually like fucking children. This is far crazier. Obviously, not all trans women do this. Obviously, not all members of the US military do this. Obviously, not all white people do this because they're all white. This is not any kind of demographic problem. It's a specific heinous type of person. You might even say that people who were victims of abuse do this more often than not, which is probably true. Whew. Jimbo Honkler, Keffels gets the bullet. I don't think Keffels does this. For all the dumb, terrible shit Keffels does, I don't think she does this, guys. All feds do. Let's get out of here. What's the final one? Ah, yes. UK man with low IQ has been banned from having sex. A man with a low IQ has been banned from sex by a judge who said the case raised questions about civil liberties. Oh my God. A man with a low IQ has been banned from sex by a judge. Okay, we raised that. The 41-year-old man known as Alan has an IQ of 48 and a moderate learning disability. Alan was living with another man and having sex with him. His local council decided that his vigorous sex drive was not appropriate, and he didn't understand what he was doing. High Court Justice Nicholas Mostyn agreed that Alan did not have the mental capacity to understand the health risks and should not have had sex with anyone. The judge's order put Alan under the local authority that provides his housing. Still, the judge called the case legally, intellectually, and morally complex and said the court must tread especially carefully when the state tries to curtail such a basic human function as sex. The case began in 2009 when the local council started court proceedings to restrict Alan's contact with the man who's fucking him, identified as Kieran. Alan has been prevented since then from any sexual activity except when he's alone. Oh, okay. Well, isn't that how it should be? Oh, I guess like alone by himself, he can only masturbate on his own? Okay. In Britain, the Court of Protection can make decisions for people deemed to lack the intelligence to make them themselves. These people can be ordered to undergo surgery, have abortions, be forced to use contraception, even have life support switched off. Alan was described as sociable, but seriously challenged in all aspects of his mental functionality. He had been accused of making lewd gestures at children, but no police action was taken. Yeah, see, if you're like 49 IQ, and you're making lewd gestures at children, and you have this other kind of sexual dysfunction, I don't think this is like a pedophilia case. I think this is a case of this guy's like literally a fucking retard and can't do anything. And I use that in like I use that retard in like a very formal way. Like this guy, he has like the intelligence of a rock. Okay, he just knows that his pee feels good sometimes, and so he does it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, this is an old article, obviously, 2011, but it's fucking funny. This is fucking funny, guys. I remember at one point Xander Hall did like an IQ test in a stream and he got like 93. And then he was like, IQ tests are all just tools. All just tools of capitalism to establish false hierarchies. It's like, all right, dude. Fucking cope. Fucking copium. Hold on, let's see what's going on here. I gotta find the supers before we get out of here. There's a few more supers to do. I gotta get out of here at 1 o'clock. I'm still feeling sick, but I said I'd help my parents with one final thing. So I'm gonna skedaddle. Maybe I just need some bed rest, but I can't. I gotta do it. Will is in for $5. Dev, remember the McPizza? Me. Don't speak of the old magic to me. I was there when it was written. Do it yourself for £20. Thank you very much. Do it. $2 from Jeffrey for the McPizza. If I get enough money, I'll do it. I promise. Thanks, guys, for the donations. Just so happens, $5. Wouldn't your content be technically 100% Canadian because you offer transformative content? That's how fair use works. Yeah, that's true. Maybe it should be that way. Yeah. Wilson, $5. Best part about dating younger women. I can show her so many things she hasn't seen and watch her gain new hobbies and likes. True. I have introduced Naomi to so much stuff. It's been so fun. It's actually been like some of the best parts of our relationship has been me like introducing her to things. It's been so fun. Ravina gave me a sticker. Thank you. And Harry for 5 great British pounds. Dev, I'll not stand for this fake news. Tomboys are not androgynous. They are the most feminine. Yes, I am behind the stream, running at 2x speed. Well, thanks, man. Thanks. Okay. Listen. For the McPizza Journey McFund. Thank you, Great Shield, right at the end. Oh. Introduced her to Bible Black. She already watched it. Naomi watched Bible Black in high school, dude. Naomi had a stomach bug. I think it was just like a flu because there was no like cough component or congestion component, no nose component. It was all just nausea and vomiting and diarrhea, and that's all I have. Just nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. The sore throat that comes with vomiting, but like there's nothing in my head. There's no like I also a headache. Yeah, sometimes a headache. But there's no like stuffed nose, there's no runny nose, there's no nagging cough. It's just a stomach bug, and I'm just like, ugh. How did a bug get in her stomach? I don't know. You should ask Doug Ford way to be earlier in the stream. Anyway. Fuck. I have to go with my parents a bit. Basically, I have to help them lift some heavy things because my dad is too old to do it now. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna go do that. You know what? I'm just gonna go do that because they'll be here at 1 o'clock. It's 12:30. They'll be here at 1 o'clock. I gotta go help them for a few hours. Then I'm gonna come home and just go to bed. And then tomorrow hopefully tomorrow I'll be back in the saddle. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for all the donations. Thank you for all the support. I appreciate it. Fuck. I feel like I'm dying right in the seat. Harry, thanks for the final 2 bits of the stream. All caught up. Tomboys are the most feminine ever. I wouldn't put it that far, dude, but I still like them. All right, guys. Thanks very much. I appreciate everything. I'm sorry that things have been kind of rough recently and not fully, I haven't held it together the past few weeks, but it'll be okay. It will be all right, okay? We'll see you tomorrow, guys.